You are the author of your life. There was a time where I became so frustrated with just how people thought they could dictate my life, tell me what to do, what I should do with my hair, etc., etc. I came up with that tagline, you are the author of your life. So this was back in 2021. I created a TikTok account, and the name of the page at the time was called My Lifestyle Made. And it was supposed to be an account of how I've changed my life to live the life that I was happy with and live a life that benefited me for the better. The tagline for that page came naturally, just came because I was the author of my life, and I still am the author of my life. So are you. You are the author of your life. I can't remember what year or what triggered me into creating that page, but I basically got fed up with people telling me what I should and shouldn't do with my life, how I should live my own life. My life, the audacity of people. So I remember there was a time, this was years ago, that I was in my teenage years, like probably 17 years old. Someone that I thought was a friend at the time basically told me what I should do and shouldn't do with my hair. They were just saying that if I get weave, only stick to 12-inch weave. Yeah, so for people that don't know what weave is just basically a type of hair extension. Weave was really popular with the black community. So like an idiot, I was just like, oh yeah, you're right. And they made their excuses, just basically saying, oh yeah, because I'm new to weave. If I have weave that's really long, it will look weird. So only 12-inch, I should only wear 12-inch because that's what would suit me. I beg your finest pardon. What? You're telling me? Imagine now at my big age, someone telling me that I should only stick to 12-inch hair. What if I want to wear 22 inches? It's no one's business. It's my hair, my weave that I bought, my money that I used to pay for it to get my hair done, a hairstyle that I want on my own head. No one can tell me what to do with my hairstyle or how to wear my hairstyle. And that's just disrespectful. That was just one situation. I've had loads of situations where I've even had people telling me how I should and shouldn't feel about a situation. So a situation that happened at the time, I was told that I should be feeling like this and I should feel this way and I shouldn't feel this way. Excuse me? But it's my life. It's my body, my thoughts, my feelings. No one else has lived my life. Even if someone was to hear about the situation or hear about a certain scenario, it doesn't mean they've actually lived it in my shoes. I was the one experiencing something. I went through it. So people putting their 2 pence in was not helpful at all. Especially telling me how I should and shouldn't be and feel. Ridiculous. So I've noticed something. People are just too comfortable with telling people what to do, how they should do it, and how they should feel, when no one knows how we are feeling. Deep down, no one knows what's in our hearts and what's in our mind apart from God. No one. There's not one person on this planet. I've had people in the past say to me, oh, I know you better than you know yourself. No, there's not one person. I know 100% sure there's not one person on this planet that knows me better than I know myself, and there's not one person that actually knows me at all. People have a perception of me, an idea of me, based on what they've seen and based on their own thoughts and feelings and perceptions and experiences of life. But they do not actually know me. They don't know what goes through my mind 24/7. They don't know where my heart is. They know nothing. They know nothing about my past. We're all different. We're all individuals. And the life I'm living is my life. Therefore, I'm writing my future and I am the author of my life. I'd say in this circumstance where people are putting their 2 pence in about your life and trying to tell you how to live it, what are you going to do? The best thing to do is to take everyone's advice with a pinch of salt. So I listen to people, but it goes through one ear and goes out my other ear. I know for a fact, because these people have not lived a day in the life in my own shoes with my thoughts and feelings and my lifestyle, my past experiences, they can't give me advice. There's not one person here on earth that could tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing with my life. And it may not come from a bad place. People are just probably saying it with a good heart, but still, it's not helpful. It's useless. It's absolutely useless. You are the only one that can control your future. And the future hasn't happened yet. And that's the whole beauty of it. By being present with what's happening now, you can control your future. You can plan ahead. You can plan your future. One thing I've noticed is that people in the past that have told me how I should live my life, how I should look, even telling me what I should wear, what clothes I should wear, what type of fashion I should be wearing, they were just projecting their own thoughts and feelings and insecurities. It had nothing to do with me. They just saw me as like a doormat or someone that they could just release their insecurities onto and try to tell me what to do with my life. It's always people that are doing less than you that are the first to criticize, because think about it. If someone that was truly happy with their life, doing a lot for themselves, and was actually genuinely busy with their lifestyles, they would not look twice at you and start looking and nitpicking at little things that they think you should be doing. Who has time for that? If you're busy, who has time to be watching someone else live their life? No one. People don't know how to mind their own business. But anyway, they are just insecure. They obviously have time on their hands because they're not living their life to the full. They're not fulfilled with life. And by them telling you what to do is just trying to make them feel better. Just make them feel that they have some type of purpose. Even if they don't, because honestly, by them telling you what to do, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that they're insecure. That's it. So what are you going to do? If someone was to try to tell you how to live your life, what are you going to do? Well, first of all, if you're anything like me and you hate confrontation, or you're a bit of a people pleaser, you might just try like politely engage with the conversation, let them say their piece, and that's it. You could do that, that's fine. Let them say what they want to say. Or you could shut it down and be like, actually, no, what you said doesn't serve me and it's not for me. It's up to you. But the latter is better, I'd say. Because that way you're setting your boundary from the beginning and you're letting them know that they can't tell you what to do and what not to do, especially with your life. Secondly, why would you take advice from someone who's not in a position or living a life that you want to live? It's like taking advice from a homeless person. Like, imagine a homeless person telling you how to renovate your home and what to do with your home and how to pay your bills. Why would you listen to them? So here's some things you need to do. First of all, you need to remain true to yourself. Who are you? Remember who you are. These people, who are they? They have their own names, their own titles, their own life. Okay, cool. That's them. But who are you? You're not that person that's going to sit there and listen to what this person says and take it like the gospel, Bible, take it word for word and take on what they say and actually listen to them, are you? No, you have your name, you have your title. You are who you are because of your past. You are who you are due to the life that you're living and the decisions that you've made to get from where you was to where you are now. The next step is to get onto the next level and actually upgrade your life. So please, do not listen or take advice from people that are not living the life that you want to live. Remember, you are authentic. You're different. You are unique. Embrace that uniqueness. Who wants to be the same? Who wants to be like everyone else? Yes, there may be successful people that you look up to and think, oh, actually, I don't mind taking a leaf out of their book and doing what they did. Yeah, that's different. That's business. But you as a person, your life, that's got nothing to do with anyone. That is your business. And that's for you to worry about. Your life, the person you are deep down, no one knows that side of you. You're the only one that knows who you are deep down. You are authentic. Write down all the things that make you you. Write down all the things that make you unique. You could use these things. They're life skills. Your personality, different quirks, your experience in life, things you've been through. What makes you different? Embrace it. Embrace all the positive aspects about you. What's your fashion sense? There was a time in my life where, actually no, this was my childhood, like teenage, between the age of preteen and teenage. So basically secondary school times. So the secondary school I went to was 80% black. Yes, 80% of the pupils that went there were from the black community, and they had strong views and opinions of music. At the time, I'd say music was really good. The early 2000s, music was great. I'm the type of person, and I've always been the type of person that listens to anything with a good beat. It doesn't matter what genre it's from, as long as I can get on with the beat, I could dance to it, the rhythm is good, the melody is good, unique. Yeah, I like it. So yes, I'd listen to hip hop, R&B like everyone else that was listening to it in the school, but I'd also listen to other tunes as well. I'd listen to different genres, and some of the people in school tried to come for me just because I didn't always listen to hip hop, R&B or rap. Okay, so first of all, as I mentioned, I listen to all genres, well, most genres, anything with a good beat, basically. I didn't see why I needed to change what I liked to please other people. Ridiculous. People always put their 2 pence in where it's not needed. But anyway, I blocked out the noise. I did not care. To be honest, I did not care. I loved my music. I loved what I listened to, and I carried on listening to my music because, first of all, it wasn't even offending anyone. Secondly, it was in my Walkman, in my headphones, on my ears. Yes, remember back in the days. So before MP3 play, before like all this digital stuff came out, yes, I had a cassette tape, yeah, in my Walkman that clipped onto my jeans or whatever I was wearing, and I had them cheap budget headphones just sitting on my ears over my head. And yeah, I'm probably showing my age, but if you can relate, you remember them days, yeah. But yeah, it's not as if I had the music playing out loud on a boombox. It was in my ears. It was for me to listen to, and no one else. That's what you need to do. Just stay in your own personal little lane, your own bubble, and just remember who you are. Remember, you are different for a reason. You don't want to be like everyone else. Because these same girls that was chatting rubbish, trying to say that I listen to certain music that's for like different ethnicities and all of that crap, yeah. These are the same people that like their lives were going down the drain. Like some of them ended up on drugs, like hardcore drugs. Some didn't go to uni. Some people's lives were just a complete hot mess. I'm not saying mine was perfect, mine was the best, but mine did not go down that route. Mine was different. But yeah, I'll get into that another time. You need to just, block out what everyone else is saying, because everyone's opinions does not matter. Remember, it's your life, your authentic life. No one else is living it. We only get one life. Why are you going to waste your time listening to small-minded people, insecure people? For what reason? To live a miserable life. If you're happy doing what you're doing, living the life you want to live, well, do it. Don't listen to people. You need to decide exactly what you need to do in your life and decide who you want to be in it. Do not let other people sway your thoughts. This is something that took me years to learn, because I used to think having friends, now once I saw you as a friend, I assumed the other person saw me as a friend, and that wasn't always the case. People can be mean. Not everyone has a good heart. Not everyone has the heart that you have, or the same morals or values as you. There were times where I thought the crowd that I was with, even though we went out all together, I'm talking about later in life, obviously, when I was legal to go out, I thought, us going out together every weekend and spending time together meant we were a sisterhood, a group of sisters, friends, a group of besties. No, that wasn't the case. Quality is better than quantity. Having a massive group of people around you is not always the best. Having quality people in your life does elevate you in many ways. Trust me. At my age that I am now, I'm in my mid-30s, I've experienced this time and time again. Just because people seem to be on your wavelength, going out to the clubs, going places together with you, it doesn't mean they actually like you. They probably need you around for certain reasons. Maybe they just need your time, your energy. Maybe they just need numbers. Like if they're throwing a party, maybe they need a certain amount of people there. Or maybe they just want their attention, want to make it seem like they have loads of friends, loads of people that care about them, when they don't actually care about most of the people around them anyway. Having quality friends in your life, even if it's 1 or 2 people, makes such a huge difference from having 20 fake people around you, because these quality people will elevate you. They will not sway your thoughts in the wrong direction. They will embrace who you are, have respect for you being authentic, and naturally encourage you to be authentic and develop and grow. Once you decide who you need to be, or who you want to be, well, you will 100% want certain people around you. You'll not want riffraff, just any trash from the street influencing your life. Now, quality over quantity. What can you actually do to find out who you are? Remember, this is your life. Who are you? So first of all, you can script your life. I studied media production in uni, so I used to write a few scripts for some of my assignments. So for me, scripting comes easily, but for other people, I understand that may not be the case. I'll just explain what scripting is really briefly. So think of a play, an imaginary story, but you are the main character. So when you write out this story, you're going to write it as if you are the main character that's living your best life and achieving everything you want to achieve to get what you want. So first you need to decide which direction you want your life to go in. And then secondly, you need to script it. And when I say script it, you could be vague or you could be as detailed as you want to be. So a vague script, you'll just write the outlines of the direction that you want your life to be in. You need to write it in present tense. Write it as if it's already happened or as if it's happening now. Say you want to live a life where you live in a house that's near a beach, where there's lots of land, lots of fresh air, and you have 2 dogs. You're going to write that. That's exactly what you're going to write. That you live in a house that's on the beach with 2 dogs. However, if you want to be more detailed about scripting your life, you're going to add dialogue in there. Think about your future self. What are you going to say? How are you going to speak? Your future self might speak differently from how you speak now, because you might want to build up dialogue and widen your vocabulary to include words that you do not speak now, because your future self is going to be more educated, or probably they will mingle with certain people where you do have to widen your vocabulary. So think about it. Just write it as an actual script. If you need help, just go on Google and type script examples and you'll see what a script is. Like a script for a play, that's easy. You just write your name, write what you're going to say, and then write the rest of the story. That's another manifestation technique, which is something that I will cover I'll cover it in more detail in another episode. Another tip, you can write down where you see yourself in 10 years. So in 10 years time, think about it. 2035. Because it's nearly the new year. So let's think about it. 2035. 10 years time. How old are you going to be in 10 years? And who will you be in 10 years time? So we all have a title, whether you're self-employed painter and decorator, or mum, or you're studying, you're student. We all have a title, but in 10 years time, what will that be? What will you be doing in 10 years time? Write down your core values and beliefs. So what will you believe in 10 years? Obviously, your perception of life and experience will be a lot different from now, because now you're minus 10 years of experience. In 10 years time, you'll have 10 years of experience behind your belts. What's your core values and beliefs? Setting your core values is very, very important, because by setting your core values, you know exactly what your values are and what you want from life. It's not as if you'll be like easily swayed by people that think they can tell you what to do and what not to do, because you'll have your beliefs and values. Another thing you could do is, have you heard of something called the Wheel of Life? That is another thing that I'm going to talk about in more detail in the upcoming episode. The Wheel of Life, think of a wheel. So I want you to get a piece of paper and draw a circle, and then divide that circle into 6 equal parts. So in each section of the circle, you're going to write down an aspect of your life. So you're going to write down in the first section finances and career, second section educational or mental, the third physical and health, the fourth cultural, fifth spiritual, and the sixth family and home. So I forgot to mention, the Wheel of Life is a life coaching tool. So I am a qualified life coach. And this is something that, as a life coach, in the past when I've had clients, this is the number one exercise that I do with all my clients to begin with, because it helps you to mind map where you are now and where you want to be. And it's a physical tool that you can physically see. It's a chart, so you can physically see where you are and where you want to be. So in each section, you need to grade yourself between 1 and 10, with 10 being the highest, the strongest of how you feel, how confident you feel in each section. So for example, in the finance section, if you feel that your finances right now are okay, but does need a bit of work, I'd say just maybe put a 4 or 5. And then in 10 years' time, where do you want your finances to be? Obviously, you want it to be better. But how confident are you that it will be a lot better? You're going to put a 9 in there, maybe a 10. It's up to you. But yeah, that is a very useful tool that will help you. If you lack confidence, another thing you could do is to create an alter ego. So this is something that I resonate with very, very well. Growing up, when I was little, I was shy. I was painfully shy, so shy to the point where in school, primary school, I couldn't even answer my name when it came to the register. I hated the register. The register was done twice a day. I hated it so much, man. It was just, all I had to do was say yes. That's all I had to do. And I couldn't even do that. I lacked so much confidence. However, you would not think that right now. You would not think that. For me to sit here and create this podcast, first of all, you would not think I was so shy to the point where I couldn't speak. I couldn't even say one word to answer the register. But I created an alter ego. I created that person, that persona of someone that I wanted to be. So I imagined and visualized how they would sound, what they would do, what they would look like, everything. And I mimicked that. And that helped me over the years to build my confidence. So it's like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. That's her alter ego. It's someone that you're not, but someone that you want to be. Think about them. How would they act in a scenario? Let's say you go to like a public event and there's a lot of social networking to do and your confidence is low. How would your alter ego act? What would they do in that situation? What would be the first thing they do as soon as they step into the room? Whatever that is, you need to step in there and do exactly what they would do. You need to maintain it and you need to keep doing it. That's a good way to build your confidence if you're lacking. And finally, you need to turn your dreams into a reality by believing in yourself and changing your mindset. So it's easier said than done. Honestly, it's taken me years to do this, and I'm still not anywhere where I want to be, but I'm getting there. It's not easy. So changing your mindset is such a difficult task. There's so much you can be doing. And with this podcast, hopefully I'm going to help you achieve that. In general, this podcast is about lessons that I've learned from the past. Lessons and stuff that I would not be doing again because I've learned my lesson. So turning my dreams into a reality is an ongoing process for me. Right now, I'm here living my dream, something that I envisioned years ago. I can't remember how many years ago I envisioned this, but it was definitely more than 5 years. And what I'm doing right now is what I envisioned. And it took me a while to get here. It was a long time. It took a long time. It was a long process, and there's still a lot more I need to be doing. But the thing that got me here was me visualizing my dream. I was turning my dream into reality because I believed in yourself. I believed in myself and changed my mindset. Sorry, I was just reading my notes just there. So, self-belief is the biggest thing that you need to have in order to achieve things. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to achieve anything. If you're basically lying to yourself, you're not going to achieve anything. You need to believe that you could change your mindset. Your past should not be holding you back. Your past was the previous version of you. However, this version of you that you are now is not your past. I hope that makes sense, because if you were your past version, you'd be living that old lifestyle. And even if you've done stuff that hasn't really changed, like, for example, stuff you was doing in the past, you're still sort of doing now, that's still not you. The person you was in 2014 is not sitting here right now listening to this podcast. 10 years ago, you wasn't even listening to this podcast because it wasn't even available. Secondly, did you have the mindset to sit here and listen to it? Because I really do hope that if you're listening to this podcast, you actually want to make changes in your life. You need to believe in yourself. Believe what's destined for you. A lot more is coming your way, but you need to create and make room for it. You need to change your mindset, work on yourself, and then your life will change. Your dreams will come true. Once you put your mind to anything, you can achieve it. Did you know that? And it's not too late. There's no point in thinking, oh, but I let this amount of time pass, or I'm this age group now, or oh, I've got children, or my life is busy. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to achieve will happen. Trust me. I've been there. I used to be that person that thought whatever my life was at the time, I thought I was destined to live that life. I thought my life wouldn't change. But I put my mind to it. And alongside all the manifestation work that I've done, I'd say the biggest practice you have to do first is to change your self-belief and believe in yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Believe you can achieve things and turn things around. And that's where it begins. Once you believe in yourself, you start attracting certain things into your life. Yeah, it can be done. But anyway, this is it for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode, actually. And I'll talk about the stuff that I mentioned earlier. I'm going to talk about it in more detail in future episodes. Take care and have a good day.